All right, here we go. This is the world of Harthron. I am your dungeon master, Bilbo, along with our cast, the Grey Guardians. Welcome to session T31. T stands for Terran, as where this group comes from, even though they'll be saying wherever they're from today. And I titled this one, How Do We Get Into the Palace? It'll be an interesting session, see how it's going. Is there anybody that would like to recap that does not have a inspiration die from what happened last episode? Anyone? No? All right. Okay, do you want to just
Thank you.
this is the max you can have. You have two, right?
No, one of them's Umbra.
I took.
So you only have
Ram's
one.
from. Oh, you
Yeah,
no. I
give it
took
back.
one from Umbra already.
Oh,
You used Umbras. You just didn't give me the die back.
Oh,
So those are two. Those are
You
both
got-
flames.
You got 2 for Flamezor.
and this will
Yeah.
be
You
a
want to have 3
third.
for Flamezor?
yeah, I do.
Yes.
Just
Alright.
stack them all up.
Go for it,
As
man.
you can.
Go ahead. Tell us what happened last week.
So last week we were doing a Coliseum fight, and we just finished extracting from the Coliseum when one of our comrades accidentally killed one of the ogres, and we then Vega heard this magical voice in her head. Why are you posing as guests of the Khan? We did not know who that was until she found out who it was, and we eventually met up at this tavern, and it was actually appeared to be a cat person, which I forgot.
Tabaxi. It's called.
Tabaxi, named Nanda. Some people didn't go into the room, but the people that did had to make a blood oath when they shook her hand that
I was there and I did not.
The
that
DM was surprised at first. 4 people will shake. That was like a bonus.
and
Trademarks are shady.
we are now supposed to bring him this precious jewel from the palace. Sapphire, in because he gave us like details on what there is he saw, and then he also gave us a master's key. Is that like the sum up of it?
Yeah, I think so. That's pretty good. Yep. So the group has now have checked into a tavern a little away from the pit. Able to stabilize. Why don't you drink some water, buddy? They've been able to stable the manticores, bed down the children, the slave children, and then the rest of the group, totally exhausted, has laid down for bed, except for one. and here's your 20 side here, buddy. Except for one, Vega has decided to stay awake,
Be curious.
and go out on the town. Do not split the party, she says, and then the first opportunity she gets, she's out. So she rides off in a rickshaw, runs a couple errands. We won't go through most of those details. However, we will go to one in particular because this one could go one way or the other. So, Vega, and now in a new disguise as Marie, a witch, an old hag, really, and has non-detection on her, so no divination will work on her this go around, and makes her way back to the pits. and you were there, Vega. You were kind of looking around and seeing who's still there. You see the Baylor there. He's actually sitting on the ground with his feet actually kind of feet dangling in the pit as he's just sitting there, just kind of just
bored off his ass.
bored. You do notice that with his group, his cage beasts, as well as his servants there. You notice the one thing that you were kind of going to go shopping for, along with his other beasts. There's a caged gold dragon.
He bought one,
Maybe, looks like it.
or stole it, whatever.
No, well, this is the thing. You do see the smallish figure with the 10 Minotaur entourage, and has 2 gold dragons in cages still.
Oh, that's brutal.
So that is
Dragon to a Baylor, that's like a crime.
not in this world. It is.
Even Rubikai would be upset about that. Maybe not.
Probably not.
No.
Probably not.
So I would like to steer clear of the Baylor. I believe that Nanda told us that the Baylor can see through disguises, right?
Nanda said that that he probably has the ability, and if not him, maybe a couple of his other entourage could. But he also said that he wouldn't have it up at all time usually.
I see.
But if you cause suspicion, he could pull it up. He probably could pull it up, or somebody in his entourage probably could. So.
So I think did Nanda think he could break through the 9 to 10?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, Nanda explained to you when you met Nanda that he discovered you guys before you even got to the pit. I mean, his curiosity was struck first, when he saw, there's an elephant being, dragged with children.
Yes, Rob Peaks need to buy the elephant basically to glue his plan.
Yes.
Ruffy.
Well
So-
versed in the eye roll is Ruffy.
Yeah.
Self-control, Ruffy. Learn it. How crowded is the area around the how easy is it?
It seems now, so it seems like it's still busy, but you see that it has seemed to, some of the traffic has died down.
Okay.
Just in the sense, like you said, there is no day here. But in the sense of your world, and maybe in a sense even in the worlds, that it seems to be slowing down. There's seem to be a fight. D'Artan he's still around, so you see the Dao, he's still around. The Yanti have left. You don't see them with theirs. The goblin, the hill giants and such, or the frost giants. They've seemed to go, but there's still some milling around, some slaves being sold, some orcs and stuff like that, some warriors.
Any new groups of any note?
Make an investigation check.
Okay. Oh yeah, I did very well there. The 25.
Yeah, so you're highly positive. Yeah, there's no new groups around, and you definitely feel like it's definitely kind of like at a quiet time, in the market. A lot of the stalls have gone home, or
So this
left
might be
this
like
area.
this might be like evening then, really.
Yeah.
Or night,
Yep. Yeah.
whatever. Because people
Yeah.
can't all be out. all the
Right,
time.
exactly. People have to, rest still. Like you see that, like I said, the Baylor is actually just dangling his feet, in the pit, just sitting there, and as other people are kind of just, relaxing. And so yeah, it seems pretty relaxed in this area right now. Where it was earlier when you guys were here and you were fighting, it was pretty, you know, just hectic. A lot of, you know, people, you know, in your face trying to sell you stuff. You know, like I said, moving around here, just in a sense before, was, you know, just imagine, like I said, imagine yourself at Minnesota State Fair at the Midway at like 8 o'clock at night when it's just packed. You're lucky to walk like a city block in a half hour. It's just so and then trying to stay together. It's that crowded here. It's, you know.
And that's why Rafiq's elephant was so obvious.
Yes. Yes. Any of the beasts of burden, yes. Yes. Yeah. Blame the elephant.
We accidentally squashed
Yes,
his slaves without
yes.
even noticing.
So
Yeah,
that's
Fatia
great.
has no self-control. I'm glad we're done with him. Claymore will be far better. All right, so I'm gonna go. I just want to go up. Yeah, let's just be brave, right? Let me roll a die. Maybe it tends to be pretty random. Okay, roll the 9. So that means I'll be brave. So I'm gonna just go right up to the dark cloaked figure who I'm very scared of them.
Okay.
And I want to make sure I position, if I can, the wagon within 60 feet of the dragons too.
Yeah, I mean she's like right there.
I assume it's no problem. Yeah, I just want to be brave.
Yeah. Yeah, so the cloaked figure, yeah, is right there with the gold dragons and the 10 minotaurs and the trolls. So
Oh my
That's right. There were trolls too, weren't there?
yeah, just like 3 trolls.
All right.
Okay, so you walk on up there, approach.
Well, yeah, roll on up. Tell the
Three
rickshaw.
gold
Yeah,
dragons,
roll on
one
to the
troll.
rickshaw.
Stop there.
Yeah. Okay.
Mini goblins.
All right. I will lean my ugly face forward and say, how much for them?
How much for what? Actually, how much for what?
Points a gnarled finger. How much for one of the gold?
The gold dragons?
Yes, their blood is so good.
500,000 gold pieces.
Pocket change, man. Seriously.
She chokes. Oh my God. I had a ticket going in my throat. 500.
Yes, 500. There, you are correct. Their blood is good. I mean, my friend over there, he bought one earlier. He's planning to take him home and have his soul for dinner.
Sick.
Any sense of what this thing is, Bill? Can I see under the cloak at all?
Make a.
I mean, I'm not trying to steer in there, so I'm being subtle.
No, definitely make a check. You can make a check.
Okay. Perception, Nolan, I'm presuming.
Yeah, perception.
All right, 14.
Okay, so you can't see his eyes, but his hands, and he's holding a staff. Their hands are very old. They're human-like, and even in the sense that you get some glimpse on his, maybe on his chin a little bit when he's talking. Some of his mouth comes out, and his is very wrinkled. His teeth are yellowed and cracked and even missing.
We're a good couple, it turns out.
That's a terrible drug.
Yeah, probably, but probably even older than your image.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, so
So a little bit like the Emperor on Star Wars.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, like the Emperor in Star Wars. Yeah, maybe a little bit more wrinkled. Maybe when he's really bad. Well, like when he's getting messed up by Darth at the end or whatever. Maybe like that.
Okay.
I mean, not that bad, but it's
Wow,
it's pretty bad. Why don't you get a cough drop or something, buddy?
500 too much.
You want something?
How are you? How are you gonna even
Hey, do you want peppermint?
guard all these?
Peppermint.
I will.
You have no entourage. Where's your entourage?
I'll take control with my mind.
Sure, I do the same thing, but these beasts, that's going to be very difficult to do.
I'm gonna stroke my slightly bearded chin, and I'm gonna appear to be thinking about it, and I want to reach out my mind to one of the golds,
Okay.
and I'll say in my pleasant Vega voice, "Hi there. What's your name?"
Why would I tell you my name when you're going to take my soul?
She'll say, "That's the Valor. I don't want your soul. You're a beautiful creature."
Whatever this foul creature is going to sell us to, it's going to take our soul and devour it.
Do you know what this creature is?
I'm assuming some sort of witch or warlock like you. He's a powerful spellcaster.
Aren't they ours in town?
Finbar, you gonna be okay? I'm worried about you. Someone cast the curative thing on Finbar. He's choking to death.
Yeah, we just did. Claymore just tried to cure him. We'll see how he does.
Bapped him on the back.
No, give him a cough drop.
Oh, that's cool. Vega will reach out and say, how did he capture you? So sad to see you in chains. Do you ever recall that their mouth is actually sealed? In, like,
Yes, yeah. Like they got this big old clamp on their mouth, going back to their whole head is encased in this. So yeah, they can't. They only have like little slots in the metal just purely so they can continue to breathe, but that mouth is just locked down. Yeah, and they're even chained within the cage too.
Treacherous. How did they get you? I'm so amazed. 3 of you, no less. Are you brothers or sisters?
There were 5 of us.
Oh, shit.
Yes, we are family. He took us from our home, our mother. He's coming. The one guy comes back. He is like, "So, do we have a deal, or is it too much for you?"
Too much. Wait, too much. Not ready for that much gold.
Well, maybe you can return at some other time. I visit here often with souls of good creatures that I sell to the devils or demons or whatever else may come along like yourself and want to have a little soul of a morsel here. Nothing like the soul of a gold dragon, though. They are the ultimate.
How long you stay here? How long you be here?
Until I sell these two. And then I leave and I will go and do my bidding elsewhere and bring something back here.
Do either of them look smaller than the other fellow? Is there a runt of them?
No, they all 3 of them, even the one that the Baylor has, they all seem to all be around the same, they're all large size in a sense, probably the size of a horse or so.
Okay. Monty size, basically.
I would say they're little. They're not as big as the manticores yet.
Okay. So definitely smaller than Monty then.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. I say, I come back.
Yeah. They're large, but they haven't fully they're young. You can tell that. they're
Okay.
gone.
Yeah.
I don't-
Come back and talk.
Okay, like I said, if you know, if I've sold them, I will return with something else. Maybe you can afford, you know, whatever I might bring back next. Maybe an angel, but they're expensive too, so they're costly as well. But I have sold a couple angels in the past.
Wow, what the hell is this thing? All right, guys, you gotta win another arena battle for me. All right, I'm gonna tell the rickshaw driver to carry on.
Okay.
My orcs.
This is why
Yeah,
I need to
sure.
out-level Marvel.
This is good.
All right, so
You're
you'll
going to buy a Ferrari. If you have
you'll
that much
return
pussy.
with the orcs back to your place for rest. However, you notice 2 of your children are gone. One of the orcs, half orcs, teenagers, and one of the boy teenagers are gone.
How did they get past the guard? How did they get past all our people?
Remember, your people are exhausted and sleeping.
Nobody's.
And they're
watching
in
them
2
at all.
different rooms. You remember you said you had them locked up. Somehow they unlocked the door
Oh, they escaped.
and left. But only 2 of them left. Seemed like the others all stayed. But 2 left.
One of the male half-orcs.
One of the male half orcs and one of the male teenage humans.
Ooh, this is
Going on a slave hunt, boys. Sound the alarm. Get the window. Get the dogs.
Go right
All
ahead.
right, well, Bill. So I'm gonna do the mass suggestion as I emailed you on the orcs.
Yeah.
I'll check them with detect magic, make sure that they all took it.
Yeah, I'll roll those saves later. So
Okay. Well, I'm telling them not to save, so we'll see how that goes.
they'll save. They'll all save. They'll all try to resist. So
All right. Well. All right.
they're slaves, man. They could have tried to resist. Then these are orcs. They're definitely, you know, they seem to be following the master, but in the sense that they're like, yeah, if I get the chance, you know, I'll slit your throat.
Oh, you gave him daggers.
No, not these. He hasn't given the orcs weapons.
All right,
the
well,
children know.
assuming that I get a majority of them, I'll have the majority who are convinced stand forward, which I can just check with detect magic. Basically, walk down the line and say, "You, stand forward."
What's the DC?
17.
Alright. Wow. I'm always good with the save. Alright.
Your sucks at attacks.
Yeah, so 3 of them end up will make their saves. Wow.
Okay, that's fine. So I got the rest. So I'll basically have everyone else step forward, and I'll tell them these 3 decided to resist my magic. You must show them what it is to resist is wrong. You will beat them down.
So yeah, the other 9 then just jump on them and just start beating them, you know. Just beat the 3 down. So yeah, they'll
And she'll stop it before it gets too bad.
Okay.
No.
Just yeah, they're all
Kill
just
'em.
going at it. So
Yeah.
kicking them.
Great way to reinforce that goodwill.
All right.
Resist. That's what your punishment is.
It's
Then she'll same thing. She'll with advantage. She's gonna do Gias on both of the on the Manicores.
Okay. Yeah, because even if you try to tell them before, if you try not to resist, they'll say, "We get the chance. I'm gonna eat your heart."
That's what the Manicores say.
Yeah, to you. Yeah.
But you have to include me in
yeah,
here
I'll
too.
do
gotta-
disadvantage.
Then I will move so I'm out of sight. Use the bardic ability. That's
Yeah.
a disadvantage then.
Yeah, and they both. Yeah, they'll both fail their saves. So.
Alright, good.
So one of them's mine now. One of the Manicores is mine.
So. Yeah.
Yeah, they're actually both of them are bound to you and me. Finn.
Yep. Yeah, I got all those notes. So yeah.
Yep.
But But, yeah.
Okay, and then I'll tell all the children. I'll say, I see 2 of you have escaped. That is very sad. I hope that they are captured by someone nicer than me, which I don't think is possible.
Yeah, the others seemed obvious that they left. We're sorry. They even a few of them apologized. They left. We told them not to leave, but they left.
It's a very big mistake. I hope they survive. We'll look for them tomorrow on the streets. All right, get some sleep, everyone. I hope you're all hungry or not hungry, and you're sleeping well.
All right. So yeah. So all right. So
You're all hungry.
you'll bed down as well, and
Absolutely.
all right. So the very next morning, or as you guys think is morning, like I said, there is no day, but you guys get all your rest. All your spells are back. No one's hurt anymore, and everybody's good to go. And so you guys have your room, and what do you guys do next?
Attack the con.
Attack the
So,
con.
so the seeming has fallen off everyone. So
Yes, I mean that lasts 8 hours, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
So yeah, that would have fallen off. That probably would have fallen off right before bedtime, really. So.
Right. So I'm gonna just quickly tell everyone, hey guys, remember we can't leave yet. We can't be sitting out in outside with our normal appearance, okay? So we should make up a new appearance. We should make up a new idea for us of what we're gonna be. Oh, and everyone, we need to raise about 500,000 gold for the next 4 hours. Can we go around and everyone just state how much they are willing to contribute?
How about we just go get a bunch of gold from
The
I'll contribute my disdain.
yeah, let's just go defeat the con and get the gold, and then we get the gold dragon. Then we get our butts out of here.
Well, so here's the problem with that. There's a good chance when we leave the palace, we're going to be running, looking behind us, and screaming. And that probably will not work very well for negotiating for gold dragons.
But we could change our appearances after we defeat the con, and then we're gone.
Well, maybe I'll have another spell to do that, and maybe we'll have time to hide and think about what everyone should look like and all that. But
we have to stay in Terrine.
No, we're leaving Turin as soon as we get the diamond and the sapphire.
No, we aren't. Oh, I forgot about that. I forgot I wasn't there.
Apparently, no, we're not.
Because of Amanda, remember?
Ah.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Good memory. Yeah, that's good
Worried,
job, Mark.
yes.
So Amanda said that he'll find us, and that we don't need to worry about leaving.
Depends on who finds us first. Like.
Okay.
That's a good summary, Red Bill. We asked him if we had to leave if we could, and he said it'd be all right.
Yeah. He said he'll find you. He has
it's a tracking device on you.
Yeah, he has a tracking device on 4 of you. So yeah, he said he could find you guys. So don't worry
Right,
about it.
He wasn't worried about it at all.
Nope, not at all. He's got.
Right.
If you die, if he doesn't get his sapphire, well, when you die, he gets your soul.
Unless you
Pretty
die
simple,
trying to get the
so.
sapphire, like.
But yeah, he'll be able to find you guys. Like you said, he remember, and not everybody knows your conversation that you had them. Remember, he said he could plane ship, so he did say he could do that. So yeah, you can go to where you guys are at.
So how much can we get? How close to 500,000 can we get?
A far cry from it.
Slosh will say, why do we need to give up all of our gold for a stupid dragon?
We're not. She's crazy.
Sorry, no offense, babe.
Non-taken gold dragons are stupid.
That's why they got caught.
You'd never see a blue one in chains. Are you serious?
If it was a
Oh,
blue
wait,
dragon,
my bad.
they'd mark
Take the shackle off Vega before I said that. How much can we sell that mall for?
I did have another idea. If we can't raise 500,000 gold, you want to hear it?
Wait, for this gold dragon?
Yeah, to save a gold dragon.
Let's hear it. Let's...
So it turns out that the Balor bought one of the gold dragons,
Well, yeah.
Oh no.
and the scary cloaked figure only wants gold. But I'll bet we could convince the Balor to fight with the gold as a prize.
The Balor just eat it last night? Probably.
You can buy much more interesting and useful things for
Yeah, it's not a bad idea though. But we're gonna have it's gonna be a real fight. We're gonna have to fight him for God's sake. You know, who knows what he's gonna have us do. I mean we can go ask. I mean we can go ask him, it'll be insane probably. I don't know if it'll be manageable. The gold dragon.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
It is my understanding that the Balor is devil, yes? Or is it demon?
I don't know. I can make a roll, I guess. The Arcana, Bill? No more
Yeah,
plans.
yeah, it's Arcana.
Alright, 19. So I don't know, whatever that means.
Yeah, no. So you wouldn't know that he's part of he's a demon.
Is it demon?
This would
Yeah.
cause me to think that agreements would not necessarily be honored.
We could
You're right.
we could make sure that the Minbers hear it and the guy in charge of the arena hears it.
Or we could go kill this great Khan and grab this treasure and go back to my people and make sure they don't die. Which I would prefer, actually.
I'm with my brother.
Slosh will say, "Won't this Dow didn't it, have all this treasure that you could just buy?"
Yes, buy a dragon somewhere else.
Well,
not on a scary plane that we should
Or
probably not
to
be
buy
on
one on
ever
the
again.
way out. Slosh.
You can't buy dragons anywhere. Trust me, I ask everywhere we go, guys.
Slosh is quite correct that if we have much in the way of treasure from the Khan, it depends on the nature in which we leave the Khan. If we leave and there is no knowledge outside of the palace of our leaving, of what has happened inside, then our purchase of the dragon is quite possible.
And we have the sapphire, right? For like a little bit of time. Like, I don't think this guy's gonna find us right away. So doesn't the sapphire allow plane shift?
So I talked to Nanda last night about that, and you have to attune to it. It takes a while.
Something like maybe like a week.
Did he specify how long it takes to attune?
No, he didn't. No,
Yeah.
because remember, he says you don't need to know how it works.
Yeah,
you have to attune to it. You're not going to have enough time to attune to it here.
He was
So
cagey. Yeah,
yeah, definitely is cagey on that part.
it's understandable.
However, this idea of how we will enter or present ourselves, since we apparently made the wrong choice, not by some knowledge we should have had, but by absolute chance. Thank you, Alawat. This is his name for
Sorry to
Bala.
interrupt. I lost 2 of my children, so we need to pick up 2 more.
No.
Mm-mm.
20 is a good number. So
It's a horrible
I think
number.
I think we started on a weird thing where I was asking you for money, and the other things I'm saying are not like me asking you. I'm just saying we need more children. I don't want to get into a general rule that I'm like asking for everything. Don't you think 18 is a poor number? Oh, I forgot to tell you.
You just had them beat each other up last night.
Yeah, that's called training. Flamezor's training them. Oh, also, I picked up 12 orcs last night too.
What? Wait, on top of the 20?
Yeah. Warriors.
The
Yeah,
20
orcs.
are
Warriors. Adults. Downstairs.
children.
This
Wait,
gets better
are we
every day,
going?
man.
Are we going to be fighting side by side by these orcs?
Eventually.
Wait, with the Khan?
No.
against Grimnox?
Uh,
Sloth says.
Flamer starts like
Yes.
pulling
Don't
out.
do you not think they will turn against us and fight with Grimnox once he sees that they're orcs?
We could go downstairs and I could make them do jumping jacks, whatever we want. I don't think so.
Flamesore starts pulling out a sword like
What?
I'm not fighting side by
Why would
side.
you
Anyway,
want your
let's,
sword
guys,
like
let's
that?
focus on the
You
focus
recall
on.
when you
I'm a
I-
flame sword, but just another one.
Flamesor. One of the tales that I
Focus on the con. The con
heard
has
and
to go.
listened
Yeah.
was when you and the others became orcs, did you not?
That was just to help. I don't.
Isn't that the point of
I'm fine
rules?
disguising as one, but not fighting with them. I just.
So if there were some that were from another tribe that wanted to fight against the Grimnox, you would not fight alongside them.
How are we planning on transporting these orcs and slaves back to where we came from?
It's something
good
we
question.
will have to.
We're gonna buy a wagon and some horses.
Oh, so okay, cool.
Our
Sounds great.
families are in danger back in Centerhold.
Yeah,
Let's move along. We have to get back to them. We have to help them.
we should figure out this disguise. How we're going to get in.
I believe it is you that said, who mentioned perhaps a physical disguise would be of use. And I believe that perhaps physical elements of disguise are not a bad idea. If there is some sort of checking of the disguise, it is good that there would be things that did not physically change when parted from you.
Hey, sir, you probably shouldn't be eating
Yeah,
crackers with
it's
your
just
throat.
be drinking water.
Drinking water, you get cough drops.
So other than some dye in my hair, a ratty cloak, a pair of glasses.
I'm thinking that the glasses perhaps or something like that, but that the illusion still is useful, but perhaps
The physical element.
clothing or something
Add
else.
tactility to it.
We also wish to get rid of some of the things. We are trying to find armor for this one and that one and the little thing. We'll see if he obliges. But if we can do that, we will try to do that.
Yeah, that's
I do not
important.
want
We're
all of
about
us
to
to-
be in a crazy fight probably
Right.
very soon.
We wish to
No,
prove.
I do not wish to acquire more slave people.
No, not at all.
I wish to get rid of some.
Yeah, not at all.
Well, my people may be enslaved to orcs in a little bit. I'd rather them not be enslaved and not have to worry about freeing these
Yes.
slaves that probably will be enslaved.
The sooner we are successful at
This
getting
mission, yes.
this,
This
the
time.
sooner we can leave here and be on our way to defeating Grimnox and his ilk.
Agreed.
So
does
I believe you and I must go for to find things in the market. I do not know if we should bring an entire group there, but
I think we should bring Rubikai and Slither to carry me. To be escorts.
Yes, Slosh says he's fine with that.
Whatever you need.
Slither.
that works for me.
I think it might be useful to put some eyes on the palace.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get most of the information we need just by getting in the palace. And
Yeah,
it
Reggie,
sounds
you
like
wanna go take a walk by the palace.
it sounds like guest guys aren't monitored really at all. So if you just act like you're a traitor and you
And
just
we have a
stay
map.
one night there, no one's gonna question
Oh,
you. Really.
I forgot to tell you. I talked to Fernando to find out how we got in the palace. And he had to show 100,000 gold.
Oh.
So he had to pay to get in.
No, he just had to flash the gold to show he was for real.
Oh.
All right. Well, I'm
I don't
dirt
think
poor.
he gave
So,
us the gold.
so who carries the booty around here? Not me. That's for sure.
I have some
So I-
pretty good gold.
So I think that
No, he
after we were
so Vega. Just so you know what he said. Yeah, he had to show the gold. He actually bought some gems, and then was invited as a guest by Kiana.
So we can show them the items we are selling. For the...
So he showed the gold, bought some. He didn't spend 100 up front, and then he was invited in.
No, he didn't. No, he never clarified how much he spent. He just said he over 100,000 gold pieces. He bought gems, and then he was invited as a guest by Kiana.
Okay, so I don't know how much he spent. He at least showed 100.
Yeah, he said over 100,000. He said over. 100,000.
Okay. Well, then in that case, I'll tell them 150. So I talked to Amanda last night, and he had to show 150,000 gold pieces just to get through the door.
Where are we gonna get that amount of money?
Well, I think we're gonna win it in another arena battle later today.
I don't know.
How much
Alright,
gold did you guys
so-
get from the other? How much gold did you guys get from the fight?
55.
Okay, 55.
I got 27,000.
Yeah, Bill's
Yeah, that was Dungeon. That was Bilbo asking.
6,000, Bill. 6,000.
I have
I
27,000
think
gold on me.
Butcherd's right though. If we act like we're just wanting to sell the mall and other stuff, they would probably let us. I don't think you have to pay.
Yes. You
And
just
that
got to
might-
prove that
and
we're
that might
wealthy.
work. That might work for that group, but I don't
The other
think
group has to.
Oh, I see.
Like-
Well,
Claymore and Mallory will do myself.
I see.
donated my money to it. Like,
Yeah, we can go do another fight. You better find a big bad boy to fight, because that's a lot of gold.
I know. I was thinking that maybe we could combine our missions now. We could go fight a Balor. We could go
Oh yeah, just to get the gold dragon. And then what? How are we gonna get the gold from that gold
So
dragon?
the
Are we
dragon
gonna-
is the prize for the Balor. The gold we make on the side betting markets.
Or we win the gold dragon and sell it for even more.
I like that idea. we
that's
sell it back to him for double the
I think I
price.
was wrong when this happened, but Fatia had said that you, Richard, were very excited about fighting the Balor.
Me?
No.
No,
Arthur.
Arthur.
it's me too. Me too.
Yeah,
That's until you.
Not very
no,
excited.
That's when he was looking down and thinking it was a fire giant talking to him until he looked up and saw.
if we all can fight it, yes, I'm down for that. But
He
if
saw a red beam.
it's just 4 of us, no, I'm not down to fight it.
I don't even think all of us could take a Balor. All of us combined, I don't think we could beat a Balor. Just saying, guys.
He's like the most effective of us against him, and he doesn't even
Well,
fight
he-
that much. Like,
I'm not effective against the
Yeah.
bell.
Yeah.
but
Are
he's
you
a
okay?
Oh wait, never mind. That was something else. I was thinking about something.
I could probably barely keep you healed.
The Balor had people with him, creatures. I'm sure we could arrange to fight for them.
Yeah,
Oh,
we could do
fighting for them, that's easy. That's easy.
I don't know what he'll agree to, but
that. Probably.
I'll probably agree to anything after the insult I gave him yesterday.
I think the idea could be come in under a different disguise than that, but I think you have the right idea. I'm not sure that we'll agree to get Goldie if you just piss him off, though.
That is very true.
Mm,
We might need to think through our strategy on that. But what do we think about, well, we are shopping that we put a couple eyes on the palace just so we can see maybe the enlisted thieves. Will that not be good to know?
Yeah, me and Grungy can go look around the castle and see what it looks like.
Maybe just establish if there's an inn or someplace that watches it, has a view of it. We take a room for the night. Or a
Yeah,
bar.
like not go in there or go around, just walk around and
I
stuff.
understand that you have
I think that's a good
a
idea.
spell that could enhance my ability to persuade.
That I do. That I do.
But I'm wondering
I've got
if
some liquor that can do the same
Enhanced
thing.
ability.
is there
Why did
also
you turn into a southern belle?
Let's not get into
That's
their
what they get
accents
into.
now.
Is
They're
there
dedicated for this.
It's all good. I'll go back to Cajun. Cajun's a lot harder.
Is there a way that perhaps we could look for some component or thing that would make potion to do the same? I do not know if that is.
I don't believe that's on my roster of potions that I can do yet. But I did, before you guys were to go shopping, that is one of the things that I was going to ask you to do, if you could, is components for some potions.
Yep,
Because
I'll put it
Like
on the
fire
list. I got you
generation.
I know I can do the strength thing, it has to be enhance ability. I think I'll have to practice while you guys are out, which means I would have to stay in.
Yeah, that's fine. There's plenty of us.
I would like you to make a fire dodge potion for me. Like
I guess he could stay back and make one of those. We still have a few components available.
It
for
looks
that.
like
That's a good idea, actually.
feathers from a random beast would be the spell component if it was required of me.
Feathers of a random beast.
I can't believe it just says that. It doesn't say random, but it just says beast.
Feathers of a beast for
I don't yeah. That's
the
enhanceability.
enhanceability. That would normally be if you have a spell component pouch, or you can use your holy flame to substitute. The way that
But in
that
a sense
works.
of making potions,
making
too,
a
it's
potion,
the same
yeah,
thing. You're gonna
absolutely.
want those things, yeah.
So it'd have to
But
be
yeah.
a pretty beast.
Yeah,
Or-
that's true.
But yeah, you get your spell components, of course. Yeah, you pull out some feathers, and, you know, of some bird, or you know,
Some creature,
Yeah.
that has feathery wings.
plenty of those. All right.
Not
sparrow.
intriguing.
an angel.
So, Garther, do you think you want to put your eyes on the palace for a few hours?
Oh, yeah. You want me to just wander the city as the dwarf?
I'm gonna come with you.
No, I
I'm
think
not bringing along this guy.
You can't walk
I
around
think
just alone.
I think I should look at whatever's right across the street from the palace and see if there's something that makes sense to go into.
Yeah, that's fine.
A bar,
I'm probably known
shop.
around most bars now, anyways.
And Bugman's Ale.
It's like saying you're known in most bars after spending one night in Chicago. Not so much.
I'll take Mardor with me just as a bodyguard.
Okay.
I will
Yeah,
have
Mardor will.
A shield?
Yeah,
A shield against the
Mardor will say. Yeah, he'll say. Yeah, it's probably not good if one of us goes alone at any time by ourselves.
Well, take two NPCs. Take Eldrin too.
No. Just take Mardor.
Yeah. All right. So you two are gonna go out. Are you guys gonna do your disguises?
Yeah, hold on. We got to talk about that.
Okay.
So, yeah. So then we'll have a longer talk about where we talk about our. We don't need to recap the whole thing, but so 4 of you'll be one group with the elves.
Okay. More
The
water,
rest will be
more
from the
cough drops.
southern swamp and
Go find some real cough drops.
Yeah,
et
go ask
cetera.
Grandma. And take your water, go fill it up.
Garther, do you think you want that disguise now, Garther, or do you want something else?
Yeah.
It looks like you were.
Yeah, give it to me and Mardor now.
Okay. All right. So you guys need to practice your name. Make sure you got your story down. Right? Introduce yourselves as what you say, because then later tomorrow or later today when we go in, you can say, yeah, we're looking around, talking to people, blah blah. They told us you might be interested in this. But remember, our main mission is to see if the Khan leaves or if the Illithid leaves.
Yeah. And get some
Nanda
information.
said there was only one way out. The front door that he knew of anyway. He was pretty certain. So if they leave, you might be able to see them if they just walk out the front door.
Yeah, I'll ask around.
Okay. I think I would really just watch. I'm not sure I would talk to anyone about anything.
Maybe just a little bit.
I mean, are you good at lying?
You know,
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. I just tell the truth. I wouldn't tell him I'm going to kill him.
I think I would encourage you not to say anything to anyone.
All right. I'll just watch.
I can
Yeah.
I can keep Garther
Right.
company if there's nothing else you want me to do.
I do not want Garther to be a spy. I do not want Garter to be someone watching the palace of the Khan.
Okay.
Such a
Go
thing
ahead, then, Rafi.
is not going to be unnoticed. Dwarves are here, but dwarves who openly do not display themselves as slaves of others are rare. So what is it that you, if you casually walk by, that might work?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do, and then maybe go into like a tavern and watch from afar.
Yeah, just so because
Perhaps.
you went carousing in all those bars while they were in talking to Nanda, you saw dwarves drinking freely. So you did see some dwarves
Oh, yeah.
that weren't.
I can go keep guard for
Slaves.
company too if it helps. You guys.
Dragonborn and dwarf together.
You're-
that
I'm
doesn't-
Your
Yeah.
job is to
I
carry
think on my
that
side.
that thing.
Yeah, Goliath. Yeah, Mardor says, yeah, a dwarf and a Goliath is probably better.
Well, you're not even a Goliath anymore. It's like a human, tall human.
Oh,
Some days I wish I was a bull
Some days you're the dragon.
Rafi, do you want to get more advice here? You just said no, and now you give in. What do you thinking?
If-
Yeah, who else would
What
do it?
I am saying is, I do not want him simply being too obvious about watching the palace of the Khan.
Oh no, like I wouldn't stay in one place and just look and just stare down. I would walk around, look like I'm trying to buy stuff. Occasionally glance back and see if
That
Did
sounds
we walk past it? Did we walk past the palace already?
nope. Mm-mm.
I thought we came in near it. Not true.
No, you guys came on the same wall, but you guys came way further down. You saw it, but
I think-
you,
I think to
you
simply
did not.
observe
You,
it,
you saw it on the other side of the wall,
right?
but
It makes
you
sense
did
to
not
see,
see the front,
you know,
the
it's-
sides, or
it's
anything
granular.
like that.
Would
You
be
saw the
We really have
something
no
someone
clue.
would do.
We have
No,
no clue
and
to cross it.
Then
from it.
drinking.
nope, none at all. You haven't been in that
Smaller.
area at all of the city.
yeah,
It could be all rich houses for all we know.
Absolutely.
We must have great care.
yeah. I don't want to mess this mission up. We can't sack this mission.
I
Nah.
suggest you hire someone to drive you. It'll be faster, and then if things look weird, you can just keep driving.
Oh yeah, I could drive somebody drive me around. That's great.
Drive by dwarf.
Because walking right now is not a good idea. I'm super slow always. These legs
It is
don't
tiring,
work.
as well.
Me and Mario
Okay, so what are you guys gonna do? So you and Mardor are gonna head off.
get a taxi.
Maybe get a
or whatever.
rickshaw. Get in a rickshaw and be.
So I'll basically give everyone their disguise. I'm gonna remind everybody that they only have 8 hours.
Oh yeah.
So that means you need to take into account your travel time. Plan on a way to get back to this inn within 8 hours.
How far do I think it's to the castle?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, you go. I'll ask the guy. I give him the car.
He says he can probably get you there in an hour and a half, depending on how busy. He says, I know some ways. If you tip him or whatever, give him,
Yeah, how much is like a normal ride?
so to where, if you tell me you want to go into, sorry, the noble ward, just by saying that, you say I want to go to the noble ward, he will, tell you for that, that will be a gold piece.
I'll get him.
Or 2 gold pieces since he has you and, Mardor. A gold piece each, he says.
Batting
To
is
take
really
you to the noble area.
Give him 10.
Oh, okay. He says, I know all sorts of
Give me there
shortcuts.
fast.
Yeah, so he says, I can get you there in 45 minutes. so, so the rest of you guys go off and you do all the stuff that we kind of I rolled for or whatever earlier and stuff.
correct.
So you kind of know.
Yeah, we know it's done there. I don't know, Dan, I think we can talk, but if you want to throw anything else, now's your chance to.
Yeah, so obviously if I can look through the market, if there's rare, or if there's, animals that are like livestock for sale that are,
Yeah, make
decent.
an
Chickens are
investigation
probably going to
check.
be common in terms of just a food source, right?
Yeah, make an investigation check.
I'm gonna make it out of chicken feathers.
Can I aid him in this?
Yeah, absolutely. So do it at advantage.
Is a level 1 spell.
All right, 17.
Yeah, so that's good enough. So yeah, you'll be able to go out there and find any, livestock, any of the things that he is asking spell component wise.
Okay.
There's nothing extravagant, right?
Not for
No
not
spells,
for that.
any of that
Was
stuff.
I would like us. What is it? Just no. Forgive me. Got the hiccups from that gum. The nicotine gum gives me hiccups. This is terrible. Oh
You're all right, man.
yeah, yeah. That's the horror of trying not to smoke. It's a nicotine gum. Gives me hiccups.
Oh, good job, man. Good job. Keep it up.
Anyway, am I just making enhanced?
Grunty gets slashed in the back of the head. Does it scare you? No.
I'm terrified.
So
Am I just making a couple eagle splendors, or am I making some giant strengths?
Well, if
I
there's
think you're making fire giants.
fire giant strength, but if I come back with the components,
Understood.
who knows? But yeah, so he's gonna, get the first thing he can find, and then keep his eye out for anything more because he doesn't know what he'll find throughout the day. And then
Better.
Yeah, well, you'll be able to get any of the components that he is looking for. That'll be fine.
And then, but keep in mind, Bill, we only have 8 hours as well.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
that's-
Yeah.
Okay.
We stay up for 3 to 4
That's why even in a sense, that whole, if you spend about 4 hours just going, like I said, down
Right.
with other stuff,
probably
that's
why
why
we
you
did-
just weren't finding stuff.
That's
So,
why we didn't get great results. Yeah.
yeah, and some of them, where some of the shops you stopped in, they're like, well, come back tomorrow and I'll have a buyer or seller. But yeah, that's really,
Oh, so if we can convince the dwarves to chill today, we might have better luck tomorrow.
that you might have better luck tomorrow. Yeah, you'd have much better luck tomorrow than you do today, that's for sure.
Okay.
Now you're gonna make a potion of fire giant.
I'd also like to experiment in making an eagle splendor to help our way into the castle there.
Okay, which one are you gonna make first?
Eagle splendor.
Okay, so let's go ahead and give me a roll on that.
Okay, and I'm pretty sure you have me at advantage from the synergy of the
Brewing.
I'm a brewer as well as an
Yep.
alchemist,
Mhm.
and I haven't used this for a few months. And I throw my my ability modifier.
In your hand. Yeah, you want to cast that spell.
so it's your
Yeah,
it's-
so
Okay.
that's
It's a D4,
a
right?
D4.
Mhm.
There's 3,
All right, that's good.
and then it's just my proficiency bonus.
I don't know
know
anything
what it
about the
is.
mechanics.
Yep, your proficiency bonus.
And I think that's 3. So that's 6 all day.
Okay, and an advantage.
Oh, well, a 12-sided probably's not gonna help me.
No, that's not gonna help.
Come on, baby. So that's 16. So that's a 22.
All right, and what level is the Eagle Splendor spell?
That would be. Oh, it's a second level.
Second level spell. Okay. So yeah, so you'd be able to create that without any issues at all. And this is the first time you've done this
Yep.
one. Let me take a
So
look
getting
here.
better at good time. Yeah.
Thank you for the chickens. And I can do fire giant strength as one of my abilities. And I believe I've made did I make a fire resistance before back in the day.
Yeah, you have made a fire giant. Well, helped make a fire giant strength potion.
I'm just
Well,
thinking,
you know, in the sense, there's no way you're going to be able to make 3 potions in one day.
Yep.
So,
even if I get the one for our entry, so whoever's
but
leading the
yeah,
show.
we'll definitely have the Eagle Splendor. I just want to see how long it takes.
So let's see what's in my roster of things.
I just didn't have this pulled up.
I think I can make some hero giant.
There we
Did you make a fire giant? I'm just
No,
marking
he
on
made
that.
the Eagle Splendor
You
first.
could make one more though.
It's a concentration, so I don't want to ever waste a concentration.
I think I have 6 sets of generic components for potions used.
Yeah, so this will. So, sorry, Eagle. What did you roll?
22.
22. Okay, that's good. All right, so it will cost you 100 gold pieces in components. to make. And then so yeah, so you could produce this one in 4 hours.
Okay.
Time. And then are you gonna try and make another one then?
I was gonna I'll give or I'd like to make a fire giant now.
Okay,
If possible.
go ahead. And then you're gonna do the enhanced ability again.
So that's 2 cantrips. It's
So re-roll it. Re-roll it. It's tough.
1. So that's 4.
Yep.
Oh, I did it again with the 12 slider. Get it away. I gotta wear my glasses.
No, that was a 12.
Oh, that was. That could have been a 20. Ah. God dang it.
What happened?
He's got those glasses on. That was great.
Oh, dang it. So that's 14, 13 and 3, 16.
16. Okay. So that one is
That I've made those before.
Yeah, but just because of the strength of this one was gonna take you 8 hours to make.
Ooh, I don't have the time for that one.
Well, you'll be like making it. And that's what it's gonna end up
You're working on it.
working
Oh,
on
gotcha.
it. You're not gonna finish. It's gonna 4 hours, and then you're gonna need another 4 hours.
10-4.
So, however that works. So, yep. All
I'm
right.
gonna
So
give
we
you
got
the even
that.
splendor.
So let's
I made
go.
a fire giant.
Oh, before
Okay,
I
for
go.
all-
So I cast Deceiving, and I'm going to do 2 non-detections on Rafik and myself before we go to the market.
Okay, perfect. So you get cast the
Right.
2 non-detections. All
Should I
right.
add that?
Yep, 2 non
Ah,
and Steaming, and
Yep.
I think
It's
that's
not
it so
gonna
far.
Yeah, and I'll probably go back and confirm spells with you guys later. Need be.
But I'll still add it then.
Flamethrower, are you gonna
You will
train
get
the
it
kids
eventually.
while we're gone?
What?
He's asking, are you
Start
gonna
training the kids?
start training the children and
What?
work with the half orcs?
Okay, should I make a roll now?
Not yet. No, you don't need to roll anything with that. That's gonna take a long time. It's 1 day. Sorry.
So we're gone for how long?
You're gonna be gone a couple hours at least, probably 3 hours.
Three. Okay.
Yeah.
So he's gonna pick up, garb. Well,
Yeah, that's
we're,
fine.
We're
You
kind
can
of
pick
back
up
and forth, whatever else,
clothes
and then some good drink as well.
Okay.
Like dwarven,
some dwarven ale. Yeah, you can find something like that.
dwarven hard liquor.
Yeah, you can do that.
Good.
Go.
All right.
Just take off some
Yep.
gold or whatever, however you want, however potent and
Mhm.
how much you want to spend on it.
Mhm.
So you, Garther, or Hatred, so he rides you into the noble area. So when you come into this area, and just like when you came in through the main gate, there was a couple of Dao as well as some of these Minbers. Even when you went into that big open market that you were in, there was a couple of Dao as well there that asked you. You do see a couple of Dao. You see like it's walled off again. Another section seems walled off, but the Dao, they don't seem to stop you. You're in this rickshaw, and they kind of let you in. But you now see a big difference where it seemed to be in the sense there were tons of people in the streets and stuff here. Not so much. There's still people. There's more Dao walking around than anything. And in very well dressed. You see some carriages. The roads in here, where before, the roads were wide, but so many people, like 60 feet. These roads are probably about double that size, 120 feet wide. And so there's plenty of space where, and it definitely seems like traffic is organized. So traffic's moving this way and moving that way. There's huge manors, mansions. You'll even see a couple of churches going through this area. He's like, where would you like, sir, where would you like the rickshaw driver here? Where would you like to?
How far do I see the castle? Like, how far do I see the castle away from me?
So you see the palace off to the east, where you're at. I mean, you see it because it's just
Big, yeah,
it's
huge.
huge, you know. But yeah, you see it off to the east, towards the wall. You're not sure, of course. Make a roll, actually. Make a investigation check on this.
Not there.
Or do you have anything that would help you in a sense of direction? Do you have any?
No,
Okay.
investigation.
Investigation.
7.
7. You're not sure how long it will take you to get there, but you do see it.
Just let's go off to the east a little bit. I just want to keep going. Figured the 10 gold would.
Anywhere you want to go, sir. Anywhere you want to go today, sir. I have you covered here. Jimmy's got you. You know, it's his human, guy who's pulling you guys along. Very fast. You know, not. I mean, he's thin, balding. On the top. But he's all muscle. Very thin, like probably 5'4",
Okay.
and it's probably in his 50s. But he seems to be like moving along and just like not a problem in the sense like he's been doing this probably his whole life, So
Yeah, we'll go over there. Then as soon as we get close-ish to the castle, we'll get around it. It's probably walled off and everything.
So no, actually, so when you get to this block where the palace is on, so you come down this wide street. Like I said, when even in your turn, you come down and then you turn you, bringing you down. Would you like to see the great palace of Jezebel?
Yes, I heard so much about it. It's
So he's
well
gonna
known.
ride you down the street. And manners, you haven't really seen any inns.
Okay.
Or even taverns or anything along, this
Well,
area at all. It's mainly homes, but just huge homes. Like they'll take up a city block just themselves. So when he brings you down this long street, you're coming up. There's this. It's just gigantic. This home is, maybe 50 to 100 rooms. It's just wide. It has 4 towers in it that are off to the sides of this palace. Also in the center is a big dome, as well as 4 towers surrounding this dome. The yard is huge. There's actually grass growing here. Grass, and you see there's trees and bushes that are growing right next to the palace. And in the front of the palace, there's this huge white marble, and the palace is marble, and it has gold linings in the palace. Then the gold is lit, so it's actually glowing. So you see this fine marble stone with this gold as borders of the windows have borders of gold, the towers have gold, the edging on the roof, even right at the the window seals, you see all this gold, and so it just is magnificent what you see. You're in just awe. Yeah, because you haven't, this is like seeing stuff like this is like fine dwarven craftsmanship. Like you're just, enthralled.
Only thing dwarven I've seen is Center.
And then in front of the house, you notice one thing: there is no sidewalk. There's no walkway up to the house.
So
It's just grass all around the house. The back of the house is against the wall of the outer
so
city.
it's built on the castle
Yeah,
wall.
it's built. Well, it's the city wall. It's built. The back of it's built along the back of the city wall, which you guys kind of saw. You knew it was pretty close.
So there may not be a second exit, but we can make an exit.
You could definitely climb over the wall if you needed to. Yeah.
Make a boom through the wall. Yeah.
Yeah, or climb over it. It's it's like 20 feet high.
I'm gonna have stone meld for one of my spells that can create a 5-foot wall hole in rock, 5 foot deep, and you can put a door with hinges on it.
Stone sheet.
Stone sheet.
So then at the front of this palace, what you see at the very front is there's stairs, white stairs, marble stairs
Huge, probably,
going up, huh?
Huge. Huh?
Yeah, this thing is gigantic as well. In fact, we can take this off a little bit. If we want to take the figures off.
Like,
Cut down. Brilliant.
Cross town traffic.
Oh.
Let's keep some of this on. Sorry. We can fix these over here. Sweet. I messed this up.
Like
Just take this off.
Pretzel here.
the stairs awesome.
Yeah, so there's white stairs, marble stairs going up to this covered
I'm pretty sure that's
covered entryway to the house. There's white pillars, and at the base and the top, also this gold lady that lights it up. Underneath, at the front here, at the very front, right here and here, are these look like two large stone statues that you can see. Now you're still, the road's probably the yard's probably about 60 feet in grass here that you're kind of going in front of. But you can see that. I mean, like I said, everything's pretty well lit with all the gold
trim.
in it.
Yeah.
The gold trim is basically just lit this place.
Does it look like? Oh no, I guess yeah, it's always dark. Never mind.
Yeah, it's always dark here. So. But yeah, that's kind of the description. And you see the back of the houses, or the front of the houses,
And of course,
palace
there's other
is this.
miniatures back here.
That's the entrance. You can kind of see like there's a big, huge door, gold iron door.
But like no
golden
traffic
light.
is going through here right now.
No traffic. There's there's people in
Yeah,
there.
passing by here. And
Passing
stuff,
you.
but nothing
No one's
coming,
in the
like,
yard.
Really,
No one seems to be coming or going here. And yeah, across the street from this palace are big, maybe one or two mansions, that are, that neighbors.
Does the Great Khan get many visitors?
Sorry, sir. I just want to know that.
Just hoping to get a smart one. Do you know of any tavern around here? Good tavern?
I don't know. So,
Terrible rolls. I'm so bad. 2 to 1.
I'm sorry. I just don't travel in this area at all. Really, it's very rare that I get somebody from the area you come that wants to come into the noble area.
I'll
So,
tell them to.
I've been here a few times, so I know this is a house, but I don't know where any of the taverns or inns for people to stay.
I'll tell them
around
to
here.
like go up the block and turn left.
Okay.
And turn another left, and I'm be like, please, thank you for your service, but
Make an investigation check at disadvantage.
Oh, nice.
That's disadvantage though, so you
Yeah.
gotta look at the other one.
But still 20.
20 total.
Oh, okay. So you go around the block, a couple blocks away. You do actually find an inn, but it's not in the sense of the vicinity.
Yeah, not able to see because all these big
No.
houses.
Yeah, the mansions and stuff. And this is a few blocks away as he's bringing you back towards. It's still in the noble area, but it's not in the view of the palace at all.
I don't do something, but I can't. Should do it. Yeah, Marta, let's go grab a few drinks and then we can head back to the group. I think we've seen what we need to.
Okay, sure. And so you're gonna stop at this inn.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Most of the patronage here are Dao. You might have some humans and maybe a few, couple maybe fire giants in here as well. But they don't seem to give you really no mind. You know, most of the people seem to be kind of doing their own business here and stuff. So, yeah. So you'll be able to. And yeah, your rickshaw driver will just wait. You know,
Oh,
so just wait for you. I'll just wait here. So, all right. So after that,
I like that it's up against the wall. That's good.
you guys head back. Okay. All right. All right. So everybody will gather back, back at the your guys' inn that you guys are all staying at.
Sorry, guys. There was no way for me to like actually watch to see if the Illithid in this group would leave without chancing me getting caught and looking suspicious. There's a bunch of mansions around the castle. I'll give you the whole description, layout of the trim, and how it lights up at night. How far can you like see with it being lit up? Like seeing people approach.
Oh yeah, I mean you could definitely
See
see people coming through the yard. There's no, I mean they could definitely, because there's there's still the gems. There's light posts with those gems along the road that you were going. That yeah, somebody. Now inside the house, no. But I mean, like if you're walking through the yard or whatever, somebody's looking out a window, maybe they'll see you. It's not in a sense that obvious. I mean, so you could possibly approach right to the front door, no one even stop you. But there's no hiding.
Yeah,
You know,
hiding. It's just plain
Going,
grass.
yeah, it's plain grass.
Tree here or there, but
There's bushes along the side of the house, you know.
but nothing in front for people
But
to like try to
nothing.
hide and sneak up.
No,
across.
no.
Freaking
How,
silly.
Just grass.
Just try to destroy.
How large of an area do the light stones broadcast? I mean, like, is it
Like 60 feet
like 60.
between each other. I mean, they're like every one of
Okay.
them is like about 60 feet.
So they're
apart.
giving like 60, is it 30 and 30, or are they giving like in terms of a
About
a bright
100.
light.
Basically, they're spaced probably about every 40 feet.
oh, okay.
They're really bright. They generate enough
So it's-
light so you can see.
So yeah, 44.
Right, but each
Okay.
one does 20/20 or 40/40, or what's their like?
You think that you know
'Cause
you've
when my
seen
travels
some
with
space.
Vega asked about
Yeah, you've
you
seen.
know.
Yeah, you actually asked how much one would cost.
Right.
And they would in that description they would say this generates 60 feet of light.
okay, so like 30 and 30, or is it right, or is it 60-foot
60.
brightness?
60 feet
Bright, and then beyond that is the dim. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So those are powerful.
Yes. Yeah. They're very powerful.
Half-
I mean, they'll tell you if you steal one,
Right.
You're in trouble. And they're so expensive.
Are there like defective ones that just do a little bit of light?
He's like, no. Yeah. I mean, if no, we don't keep those. We just usually they'll just sell those off or whatever. They don't seem to die down. If somebody cracked one or broke it in half or something like that, he's like, yeah, then it probably wouldn't be as powerful. But we don't do that here.
Is the front there is that an open area, kind of like a Greek style, where the sides are all open?
Yeah, so it's pillars. Yep. So it's open style. It has a roof, a flat roof, stone marble roof with the gold inlay as well on that. But yeah, all those are pillars holding that stone,
Gotcha.
marble stone up.
So there's no
Yes.
door like right there. That's
No.
that's like the front
No.
porch almost.
Yeah, yeah, it is. It's like a front porch, except it's marble.
Quite the fancy.
quite
front
the
porch.
quite the fancy front porch.
So when we return, Grungy is still working on his potion, correct?
Correct.
So we're gonna go do this fight that you want to do to get this gold. Vega?
What do you guys think? What do you guys think?
Depends on what we're fighting.
Thought you wanted to fight it? Same flames are.
Well, I'm not. If it's the Balor and it's 1-on-1, I'm gonna die like so bad.
Well, if we fight something, Grudge is probably out, correct? Because he's doing potions all night.
Yeah.
How much longer does he have?
Well, he would have like the time when you guys all return. He probably has maybe 30 minutes left to do finish the one.
Yay!
Oh,
And then he
okay,
has to
so we
finish the other one? Or does he have both of them
Finish
done?
the other one
He's
after.
not gonna have the other one's gonna take him the rest
The other
of
4 hours.
4
That's what I'm
hours
saying
today
is-
and another 4 hours the next day.
So he has another 4.5 hours today. That's what you're saying.
So he'll finish the one, but and then if he's gonna start work on the other one. He's gonna need
Rest.
more time.
Do you guys think we could pose as mercenaries for the con? Think we could like ask to do mercenary service for the con to get paid? I mean, he's definitely into politics. Certainly needs things done. You could say that's why we've been fighting in the pits.
Although we haven't
That's
been
true.
fighting in the
Yeah.
That's
pits.
true. Now we haven't yet. But we could.
To be clear,
We fought one time.
to be clear, we have suffered all the background that we.
Time.
We
That's
built.
all.
That
Saw
could
the
be, that could
past.
be
Was
the
a bad
second group
background.
though. Who's in the second group that we need to get in?
These folks with their idea is the maul with
Yeah.
the big hammer and the
Right.
crown.
And then the other
And
group.
as for us, I am interested in how he deals with his slaves, or they deal with their slaves, as well as Misla Lavu is interested in gems of suitable nature for spells.
Okay. So I'm going more vendors almost. Okay.
But
So we can either fight tonight, fight tomorrow morning, and not attack the con.
Tonight is Nowville, right? It's only like the middle of the day from our point of view.
Yeah, in a sense, you guys have been out like 4 hours in
Yeah.
a sense.
We can
And-
find
and
out
by
what
rickshaw.
spells
so we're not.
we got tomorrow.
None of us have been traveling by foot, right?
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
no.
listen.
In a sense, you guys aren't. No, you're not exhausted. You haven't. No, but in fighting in the arena is probably once again
Right. If
will
we
bring
do,
you
it
guys
goes
to that
level.
brink of exhaustion. Like if you guys didn't rest, you would have had 2 levels of
Sure.
exhaustion.
Sure.
So.
Oh, so are they back to 0 then? They're good.
Yeah, except for
Asnod.
Asnod. He has 1 level of exhaustion.
So right now we still have plenty of time on the steaming, and Grunge will have a break in a few minutes, correct?
A break between potions.
Right.
Like a 2-minute, 3-minute.
Well, the whole thing is he can't. No, in the sense if he takes he's not. Well, he can break from it, but it's just gonna count as more time, later on down the line for it.
Yeah, I mean he's gonna finish his enhanced ability. and then
That
he can
one,
take-
yeah, that one's not a problem. You guys come back, he'll be talking, he's finishing that up. So
Okay.
yeah, with all that, 4 hours in a sense. You guys, eat lunch or whatever, and he's done with the one, and he's like, well, I'm gonna need,
It'll
quite a
take a
bit.
while to make this other one
Yeah.
if we decide we need it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, how do you guys feel about trying to about trying to make some money?
You just mean save a gold dragon?
The money is of no use without
I
a
was not saying
goal
that.
or something to further either this success or success of the next mission, which is to save the dwarves a lot of headache.
And bloodlust.
So I think that if we plan on working to gain money, the money should be for either purchasing the freedom of this gold dragon, I think is out of our abilities. But
Not even bigger than the Manticore, eh?
It's right there, scrolling on the marquee though. It says Save Goldie. Let's just go see what happens.
I didn't put that there. Let's just make sure the co-producer of the show put that there.
the
The
first thing,
DM is clearly hinting at what we should do.
the first thing we must understand. The first thing that we must understand is that if we fail at these fights or we succeed at these fights, if it exhausts us and makes it harder for us to get in with the Khan or defeat the Khan, that is a problem.
Yeah, because why would he want people that wanted the pit to be in his household?
That is not too strange. If you have won, for instance, if your group wins a fight.
Yeah, like we
against
couldn't
some-
fight together, that's for sure. Right?
I do not think that fighting all of us would make good sense. No.
Yeah.
In fact,
Well, not with these guys. I could just make another one for us. We could start to work on Rubikai's idea of a mercenary group as a backup plan.
perhaps. But we might want to go to another pit, something not the same as this one we saw earlier.
Well, another pit won't have a gold dragon that we can fight for. I did find another pit. When did we find that? Last night, though, or was that actually on the way back from the thing?
You found when you guys were out, you found the name of another pit.
Okay.
So that was
So,
when
yeah,
you guys
we
were
know
out
that.
asking about. Yes.
Well, I mean, if we're gonna do the mercenary, try to do that twist, then shouldn't we try to fight the biggest, baddest thing we can?
No.
Yep.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, not anything, not the Valor, but maybe the Valor is Angry Monkey.
Wait, so what's the purpose of fighting the pits right now? We're just trying to make money?
Make money so
Why
the
not?
second group can
Twofold.
get in.
We fight for the Goldie as a prize, and then we bet on the fight on the side. The bet gets us gold, so we can flash to the con.
yeah, and we'd get higher bets.
I think the gold is beyond our reach.
Yeah.
The gold is to get through the door with the
Yeah.
con.
No,
No,
the,
no,
the
gold
gold
dragon.
dragon.
The gold dragon is the fight. We asked the we tell the Valor that's the prize, just like we fought for the Manticores.
The Manticores were
You think he's
10,000.
gonna give that thing up?
I do not think that is going to happen. I am not willing to threaten all of the lives of the dwarves in this situation. The farther they stretch, the more likely it is that we will run
What is
into
the
problems.
sloshes? What is the Balor gonna want in exchange
If we
for
lose,
the gold dragon if you lose?
He'll be arrogant. He won't think he's gonna lose.
Okay, but still,
And
he's
what are we
gonna
gonna-
want
he wants
something,
us to
right?
offer
That's
something
the whole
up.
thing,
What
Vegas.
is the
He's gonna
bet?
want something in return. He's not gonna just say, "Oh yeah, I'll fight and I'm gonna give up the dragon." He's gonna say
Alright,
he's gonna want something.
that's worth 500,000.
Yeah, that's
gold
worth
pieces.
500,000 gold.
All right, I have something. I'll put something up. You guys put up your blood.
We can't even put up our souls because you guys already gave those away to the Shit.
And if we die before,
And I'm not giving my soul to a demon.
You literally have nothing
You
you
mean
can
I'm
offer.
not
Yeah.
Solomon. We'll see what he says about that contract.
You have something worth 500,000 gold pieces, baby?
Well, to me it is.
Okay, is it gonna be worth 500,000 gold pieces to a Balor?
Yeah, I think so.
I think I might know what she's talking about.
The thing is, we need to decide if we can win. Otherwise, I don't want to risk so much. Garther, can you beat whatever he's got? You remember what he had, right? An angry monkey and what else?
Yeah, I can beat anything that he throws in my way
No.
except for him.
Yeah.
Alright, so the angry monkey is good. What else did he have?
I can fight like
I got
the
this.
6-armed female creature.
yeah. Me and Garth are up for a fight. But
A female creature?
He has the
That
gorilla
might be-
beast. He has 3
Strong.
dretches. He has a varrock and an attractive 6-armed snake-tailed thing.
I'm taking notes there.
you want
I see
snake?
that too.
6 arm?
Well, we fought Varrock. We can do those. I don't know what a dretch is. That's ugly.
You guys
we,
fought them.
we,
They're the
we fought
dogs.
wretches
You
as well.
fought dretches too.
Oh, dretches.
With the
When did we
Varrox.
fight dretches, Bilbo?
The
Varrox
Varrox
summoned
actually summoned them. up
Hilltop, yeah,
there.
or whatever.
Hilltop.
I think my hellhound.
Utah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dretches,
your hellhounds. Yeah.
They're,
Our
they're,
hellhound.
they're nothing.
Yeah.
Our hellhounds. Good call.
Do
Thank
we-
you, Flamestar. Our
Do we
hellhounds.
know the
They're still waiting for us.
power of either of these
No.
other things?
No,
I mean,
you
that
guys
is what we
no clue.
need to find out.
No.
Can I make a roll?
No. This would take required research.
Okay, I'll make a roll. Okay, no problem, guys. You guys can totally beat them.
One 6 arm.
I rolled a 16. That's like a 28. That woman has 6 arms. That's the scariest thing. Start cutting them off right away.
Here is the problem.
Oh, the monkey.
You mentioned that the cat could see through the disguise earlier,
Yeah.
and that the Balor could do the same. Yes.
Oh, so I can stop that. It will just be very expensive,
Yes.
but I can do it.
We need to get in to see the Khan.
Yeah, you keep forgetting why we're doing this?
The money, if we do not win,
We don't have to go
gone.
to mercenary plan. But we always win. We're gonna win. Ask Arthur. Arthur, are we gonna win?
Yes, we will win.
As long as we don't fight the battle.
As
Pyrrhic
long,
victory.
Say again?
as long as we don't have to fight the Balor.
Oh.
But I don't think he's giving up that gold dragon. So throw that out the window.
I got something to
But
say. for the battle.
I don't know what he's gonna fight for.
it would
You
not
guys can
be.
take. You can take the woman. You can take the woman and the angry ape.
Yeah, I can take the woman and
I can take the 8.
Flamesor can take the 8.
We're in the same groups, so that's gonna be good.
Slash, what do you think about the angry ape and the woman?
I'm right there with my brothers. I'll fight them. I don't care.
But are we sure we can't just accumulate 150,000 or close to it?
27,000.
You mean like you want me to go rob people?
No.
You already said you have something worth 500,000. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, what was that?
Why can't we just bypass this whole thing with what you just said you had?
If you
I'm
have
thinking-
something he's willing to fight over a gold dragon for,
If I were to guess, I think she might be mentioning Nargul.
Oh.
I right? Are you thinking of
Not
Nargul?
him. He's like a defect on the item.
Right.
He's like a little chip on a beautiful gem.
Mm-hmm. That's what you were referring to, isn't it? Like a sight stone? Or some
He's
sort?
like a star on a beautiful woman.
Uh,
Probably better.
Fortunately, you're not beautiful right now.
because I mean that is our way of getting a lot of gold without having to fight and wasting
Well, we can't sell that. We're just gonna put it on the line. You guys are gonna win, remember? We don't want that thing wandering around the world.
No, we do not.
No, we do not. That is for sure.
And I do not
Right.
believe that even the time to
Nargul's a demon.
offer it up for consideration is too dangerous because of the
Just show it to him for 1 minute. It's no big deal.
that is not no big deal.
He's gonna see
If
ya.
if Norgol says anything, since many of these demons can speak through the mind as you can, this could be tragic. You do not try to deceive something such as so powerful as the Balor. Win a fight and then expect that not to be discovered or scrutinized. It is not an option at this point
Yeah,
to make a fight for that reason.
I think we should. I think we have to bag the arena fight at this point, guys. We need to think of a way to just get the other group in the cons place.
Oh, I don't think we need to bag the arena fight at all. The arena fight is a great idea. I don't know why you think it's not.
I just don't think we can offer the Balor something to fight for.
It seems like the only two. The competitors at the arena fight are.
All
There
the
are-
warriors are very confident in their abilities, and with good reason.
Why wouldn't
Yep,
you
I'm
be?
very confident in my ability to do
There
kill.
are-
And I got these 3, so like I'm ready.
But-
Maybe the champions of Terran, but in a very different place. So go ahead and tone it down a little bit. You don't see Balor strolling around your mountains in Terran, guys.
Yeah, you don't see giant apes either, but I could take it.
It is not a giant ape.
It's a
It
giant-
looks similar to a giant ape, but it is a demon.
It's a giant ape.
It will smack you around like a basketball.
As for
Didn't Casimir turn Flamesor into one once?
Yeah, I've been
No.
one of
you
not
turn
a
them
demon.
into a giant ape, yes.
Giant gorilla.
Yeah, that's the best.
And I was like, what did I call myself? I forgot what I called myself.
Yeah, we're not going with that. King Kong. We're not your name. Not King.
How
So
could you forget, man?
that was very
Finbar.
inappropriate for the 10-year-olds.
So Finbar, you will be known as Finbar, yes.
JD was even taken aback by that one. Yeah,
If we
Oh,
go
I
into
I'll go in the ring too with you guys.
again, the ring is a place for much less use of our abilities and exposure of our existence. It had its use when we had a plan for it to benefit us that was within reach. I think that to do any other battles, we could find out if there is another opponent there, but the Balor and its involvement is far too complicated.
In what way? We just talked. All the fighters said they could win. I don't understand the fear of the Balor. I reached deep into my memory and decided that it was totally safe too.
Us being discovered. And
I can protect you from that. I checked with Danda. I understand how to block it now.
You simply being able to block his ability to see the true nature does not block his ability to know that something is not right.
There's nothing not right that's relevant here. This is just like the same discussion we had before. Everyone looks just like they are. We're not appearing to be weaker.
Collateral's tainted.
Just tinted.
It is the intellect of the Balor that is at the
I saw him last night. He just looked bored.
yes.
I'm guessing selling the mana chorus is off the table, right?
Gotcha. Dinner's ready. I'm supposed to tell you that.
Oh, my mom's probably on there.
Yeah.
Sioux City Susie would like you to know that supper's ready.
That's my mom. Oh man, that's great. Damn it, my mom.
That's great.
yeah, those Manicore, yeah, that's a great
I
idea.
thought Manicores
actually.
were for dinner.
I know, and I was like, what?
What? Yeah.
Like, okay,
I would-
that's odd for
I
Vega
would
to
say-
feed
I would
us.
say the Manticore is for Goldie, but I don't think that's gonna.
No, I mean sell the Manticores for gold.
Didn't we buy him 100,000 apiece?
No, Manicores? No,
No,
you got them.
no, we got them for like
Jeez.
five
They were,
five
they were
think it-
offered for 10,000
10,000.
each,
Oh,
And then I
and
think
we wagered 10,000 against getting both of them.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
And we
I'll
had to
tell
pay
you, Manitors are
4,000. So
worthless.
Three.
yeah,
3.
yeah, they didn't bring much value.
We got both
Okay,
of them for
I
3.
think I feel like we're overthinking. Like, do we really need to show? Why do we need to show them we
To
have
get in.
100,000 gold? Can't we come up with a
There
different?
there is nothing that says we have to show that much.
Well, because we can get to
There
the
is
front
the
door.
understanding that
We can get to the front door, guys.
We just
And-
like
150.
If the first group is already in there with mentioning that they're have their maul and the crown, I mean, we might just have to start hell then. Once the second group gets to the front door.
that's
I
not a
don't
bad
think, I
idea.
think the opposite is more likely, to be honest. I think that we're more likely to get the southern swamp group in the door than the dwarven group.
We have something to offer with the
I
maul.
know. That deal could be made on the front porch. The other group would have things to negotiate. We would look less scary, less threatening.
Well, yeah.
Remember, Nanda just looked like one creature.
But-
one guy.
The
John
Tabaxi,
wouldn't be more nervous about one guy in
non-assuming
the door.
Tabaxi
Right.
just wandered up to the door.
Yeah, if the first group if the southern group wants to go first,
Yeah,
that's fine. I have no
99%
problem.
of the bots
Hey.
are thieves.
He doesn't like a kitty cat.
But I'm just
No,
saying,
no,
to be
he's so
honest, we just need to get we just need to get one group in.
He's all charming, and then he just
You
shakes.
should
your
ride
hand
your
a little
shoulders, put a huge cloak on us, and call us a guard gang to where it was.
An apocalypse cloak.
bit. I'm sorry, what were you
Because
saying?
if I'm
Holocaust
correct, I've been reading my books, and there's a silence spell, correct? And we could possibly try to put that on the front door, and so no noise would get out when this fight starts.
I actually like the idea of having one group hitting the front door and another one from the inside attacking.
yes,
And then we make a hole through the wall in the back with the metal stone and kick
Because-
it all out of
We
here.
can pinch them essentially in the field, so.
We've kind of figured out that we're gonna have to fight them to steal these two objects.
I think that if our first group, with us talking our way in or parlaying,
having conversation
good.
with it, yeah.
once we are inside, I think that you as well, perhaps in short time, you come to the door, you
Offer
wish
the
to speak with them, etc., and that you are allowed in perhaps to deal with the business. Once we have all of our group in, then yes, we need to communicate if it is the right time or not.
yeah.
But if prior to that we find that, perhaps they say come back later or something of that nature, we will have to deal with that. But I think that you still try to peacefully get into to the door.
But yeah, like
Yeah,
we
the
still
first
talk like
problem-
at the front door, but if they do not allow us in when the first group is in, I don't see us leaving and then just leaving the first group in there.
It could be fine.
I think the first way to get through the door is to show a lot of cash, which is why I think we should go fight in the arena again. I
Yes,
think
but
the timing of how we get the two groups in there, we agree on for the most part. Get the southern group in, showing like we want to stay. We're very tired from a long travel. Could we take up a room from your house for a night? Make some gem trades later?
The slaver rule.
Not sure when you do.
The slaver rule also works well though too, because they are slavers. You could just say we have a couple exotic slaves we want to sell to you. If you let us spend the night, we'll show them off to you the following day.
Something like that.
Leroy Jenkins.
Mm.
God damn it, Leroy.
Just that exposure factor of fighting in the pits again.
I don't understand. We can have a whole new disguise if we want. You can go as yourselves if you want.
Well, we'll
We'll
have
show
to.
off to that Valor.
Well, if this Balor thinks that he's being screwed over in some sense, why wouldn't he just turn on his true seeing and see
Seeing
through
won't go
everything?
through us. Now that I explained it to me, it's good. The non-detection will work. I just have to put it on everybody.
And Valor is just a scary creature to fight games with. And it's,
There's really no deception there. I don't. You guys are focused on that so much. Whether or not you're a dwarf that's got red skin or black doesn't matter, does it? It's a very minor illusion. It's not like we're changing all our warriors to look like halflings.
I don't know if we can actually win the fight that we're going to propose.
Okay, well that's a separate issue. That our fighters have already assured me that we can.
Yeah, we can win the fight, but what are we going to offer? We have to offer something. We have to show that we can offer something to be able to enter the fight with him to get this cash that we need to enter this building safely without having to start a fight at the front door or
Well, if we don't want to
inside.
show the jump, maybe we'll need to offer out Flamesor Soul. Flamesor, would you do that? So we can get
Flamesor
along?
glares at
We
you.
are not offering any more souls to people.
Okay.
Just
You guys are already aligned with giving
show
somebody
them the green
else's.
fairy.
You're lucky I rolled the 2 on my die.
I
He
thought
just
you were
get-
confident, Flamesor, in your ability to win.
Okay, you're not so lucky this time. He's gonna intimidate you to stop.
No,
Okay.
can't intimidate.
Man, why can't I
It's
intimidate
party
her?
member.
You love her. Why would you ever intimidate her? You always want to be next to her side. You man, you're so bipolar.
What needs
Up
to
and
happen?
down.
So
Flamesor, you said that you're going to win. Your soul's never going to be in risk.
But still, I don't want to offer my soul.
Well, we can show them the green
I
jump. If there's
would
risk, it's
slosh
showing
a smart move. I would never offer my soul to some demon, even if I thought I was gonna win.
so
Watch this.
We could offer the
And
orc
I
souls.
did, and I'll fight the demon. I mean, it might kill me, but
Dude.
man, what a glorious death it will be with my brothers on my side. I don't know if I can beat this thing, but man, in the arena, fighting a demon, I'm game. This is the best fight ever.
Yeah.
Best fight ever, Flamesor.
We could offer
The
up
issue
the
I
orc
see is this.
souls.
But I'm not offering my soul.
how many?
Gosh, that's-
Even if you had some, had presented the gem as a wager, the Balor is not going to look at this lightly and say, "Ah, yes, these 8 or 9 against something that I think they might win, they might not win." Yes, he is going to want something that is stacked in his favor.
He thinks it's going to be stacked in his favor. He's going to look at us like little puny things, like he already did. Also, I don't know that 500,000 was much money to him. He bought that creature so he could eat its soul, like a snack, like a dinner. It might be like 500 gold to you or I.
How much is the hammer worth that we're trying to sell?
We do not know.
I'm not sure.
We try to offer that to him.
Sure.
Comes down to we'll be fighting him.
I,
Go ask him. Just
That-
see if we don't. Sorry, we can
he is
walk away.
he is not going to be. We cannot fight him.
We could.
Well, we're not offering to fight him. That's off the table.
Yeah, you're right. If we want to do the arena fight, we just need to go ask what the terms are, and if the terms we can manage, then yes.
Yeah, instead of
Then
debating.
do it.
But again, the,
And if no, then we should go after the con.
as you stated your worry before about the reasons for doing 2 groups to the con is that our group looks too similar altogether. And here is someone who intimately watched our fight with other creatures.
I don't know if he did. Did we see him watching though?
Oh, it's
Came up
very
and approached
intently.
us
Yeah, he
after.
approached you after, remember, and said, yeah, that they were great warriors, and then
I had to run
he
away.
wanted. Oh, that's all right. Yeah, so you missed that part, but yes. So yeah, he actually came and approached Flamesor and asked if he wanted to fight, and
I thought he was like one of
because
his.
he thought he was a
creatures.
great warrior, and then of course, then Garther insulted him, and Rafik quickly talked and saved his life there.
Will you quit? What the hell's your problem?
Yeah,
dude?
stop.
Describe it.
Just put it on the table, buddy.
I addressed it.
9 times.
So, yeah, so he definitely was intently watching the fight. Absolutely.
So, this other arena, do they have the option of fighting in another arena where we can raise enough money to get in to see the Khan? If we've raised the money to get in to see the Khan, and we fight the Khan and his whole entourage of people, and we are successful in getting all that we get, it is very possible that there would be enough money in what he has to purchase the gold dragon from the one selling them, not the Balor.
Okay. Alright, if you want to go to the other arena, it's fine.
Does that seem more logical to you, others?
That was the key word, you others.
Very rude.
So, Rafi,
I'm with you.
Yeah, I agree. What's the difference between the two arenas? You guys?
You have no idea. They just
not know.
told you the name and where it was
So-
at, but not any details of
you have the honor.
what
Make
goes
sure you
on.
have,
there.
Oh,
have that written down. Because as soon as I came back, it takes me 10 minutes to cast. So that was one of my things.
Awesome, thank
So
you.
you have half plate.
What's half plate normally? 16?
AC. I think it's. What is it?
It should be like
Let's go check out the other arena
It's
then.
either 15 or 16.
no, it would be higher.
No. You have to think that half plate is 15 plus your dex,
Yeah, thank you.
up to +2.
Thanks, I'm a 16 then. Alright, awesome. This is a little better. Yeah, let's go check out the other arena.
Okay, so is that what you guys are gonna do then? All right. So, so is it just you
And-
guys? I'm assuming going. Is it gonna be all the children?
No children.
What are we taking?
We will.
We're bringing the elephant for sure.
The elephant's gone.
Elephant's gone.
Vega,
I know that.
I should,
Sorry, Vega.
you should know that you should ask and find out the names of the two that escaped and where they might have gone to.
My poor
Yes.
children. Yeah, I gotta pick up two. Don't let me forget. Thank you.
It is
Thanks,
not the
Rafi.
replacements, it is that they have.
My mother is
No.
watching this.
I will give their replacement the same names as the missing children. Pretend like they were never gone.
Oh no, Jacob Wetterling.
No.
Too soon.
Yes.
Come on.
That's too soon.
No.
Sorry.
That's on Gottschalk.
Yeah, that's Gottschalk internet.
Sioux City Susie's not gonna be pleased with that comment. Gottschalk.
So,
Yeah, I can. I'll ask the children. What were the names of the two missing?
You can just make.
You don't
up
need to
whatever.
tell me, whatever.
Yeah,
Do you know where did they say where they were gonna try to go?
they just left. I don't know what they'll go to the slums.
Okay. All right.
they
How
must
was your
have picked
practice
the
today,
lock,
children?
right? So they picked the lock.
Oh, should I roll for them to see how well they did in practice?
No, there's no reason to roll that.
Oh, that'd be funny.
You gotta roll your self-restraint to make sure you didn't hurt any of them.
That's I'm sure he did actually.
Oh, I pushed them to their limits. Like,
Yeah, you were pretty
Especially
worn.
the 4-year-olds.
You were worn out. I'm sure. Yeah.
All right. Well. All right. So are we gonna just stick with this disguise, or you want just a generic mercenary thing going on?
I think something. Well, my worry is that the more that you cast to hide our composition, the more that we lose of your abilities for getting in to see the Khan. And
Maybe
dealing
Elgin
with
should
the
stay
Khan.
with the children.
But
Yeah, he'll stay with the children.
Perfect.
who does? The
Asno.
Asnan, okay. And Mardor perhaps too.
Yeah, I mean, you keep the Mardor back here as well.
Marta, can you cure up the children? That's been more overly hurt.
I didn't hurt them. I just pushed
Or
them.
abuse.
Rafik made food
Yeah,
last
you
night.
keep
So.
All right. All right. So what do you guys do?
Generic mercenaries guys, or you can't really well this guys, right?
We already look like your air commissioner. Let's do this.
No, we look like a southern gentleman.
Southern-
Oh,
yeah,
oh.
their group is
Yeah, I was back.
Wait, is it done?
No.
Sadly,
Throw a
I
disguise.
Splendor.
You can throw a disguised self on top of you and I don't know though. That should work.
well, at least on you, I could not.
Yeah, you're right, that won't work.
But wearing different clothes should not be a problem. So Rafik will wear his other clothes, his regular clothes,
Okay.
but he has the facial features of he's he looks like a human,
Okay.
etc. Doesn't wear the hat, puts that
Okay.
away, and he'll see if he can pick up a helm
Sure.
along the way, and
No,
just
not a problem.
put that over his head. I
Okay.
think that should be fine.
All right.
And probably on the way we should walk by the other arena, don't you think?
No, I
Should
don't
have
think.
Goldie.
No.
Oh,
There were five siblings, and two of them are already gone.
Yep. Sucks for the other two. They're probably gonna get eaten by some other demon. Just sucks, huh? It's the way of dragons, though.
Slash says, so if we got enough gold from the con and you can buy one, what about the other one, Vega? What are you gonna do in that case?
Slither, don't break my heart like that. Jeez, why would you say that?
You can only choose one.
Slither, that's very rude.
Just wondering, how do you choose?
Once I free the one,
Eeny,
we
meeny.
will
one
attack
without
master
balls.
and free the other.
It's okay. Like, well, this master had 5 gold dragons. Must be pretty good.
Yeah, he was pretty scary. He looked like just a wrinkled old human, though.
He's selling gold dragons for 500 a pop. I think it's a lot more than just an old human or whatever he is.
He's
And yellow
definitely.
teeth.
He's
Poor
definitely.
hygiene.
Sounds
Not
like
a sign of diligence.
It looks like a light.
All right.
20.
So you guys head to.
Not living healthy.
Yeah, this Valor didn't just kill this guy and take his 3 dragons. He has to be pretty powerful.
Yeah, he's somehow malnourished for making 500 gold pieces of pop.
On a Valor, too.
I think when you're in the city, you pretty much don't attack the slavers. That's why the Valor didn't attack him. Just rules of the road. The Valor wouldn't be invited back, etc.
Alright, let's go to this pit.
Although it is interesting, I would like to hear what the Valor had to do to get a gold dragon.
The Valor just bought it.
Bought it for dinner.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I think that he'll get. That's why I think he'll make a deal for it.
Just roasted it like a turkey.
Might already be dead. I think we should stop by there on the way.
Mm-mm.
No. I stopped being like, no.
Okay, so you guys. All right, here we go. All right, so you.
How long left on the seeming that I cast this morning?
I would say you still have another. I would say another 3 hours. All right. And so you guys, and it will. Well, how are you guys gonna travel to this other arena?
I'm traveling by rickshaw.
Rickshaws.
Walk in and
Before I leave, I'll stop by the Manicores, make sure they get another horse.
All right. Yep. Just take off some 25 gold or whatever the horse costs. So just take
Okay,
that
I
off,
think it's 75.
whatever it is.
And
So,
and check on the orcs, make sure they have food and they're.
How far is this pit?
huh?
How far is this pit?
If you guys take the rickshaws, you guys can get there in like 30 minutes. So you guys travel that way.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
don't take a rickshaw.
Yeah. So you guys travel there. However, they bring you to and it's called the Arena of Marks. And they, the rickshaw drivers, they like, oh yeah, we know where it's at. And they take you guys in like two, each rickshaw.
Can we ask them? Ask the drivers if they know anything about the arena.
Yeah, sure. Let's see. How many of you guys going to play?
No,
No.
there's two not coming, right?
Yeah.
And we're all there. We
Oh,
only have
7
nine,
of
so
you.
it's seven.
Yeah. So. Yeah, one of the drivers seems pretty knowledgeable compared to the others that are driving you. He'll tell you that it's ran by this Dow named Kevin Marks, and it's a tavern, large, huge tavern. That these fights are going on, and usually they're fights to the death.
Oh.
And it's
Stop the
usually,
rickshaw.
and it's usually warriors against warriors. That's what goes on in these fights. They're very bloody. A lot of betting going on. There's a lot of drinking. It's a dangerous place. He says it's very dangerous there, but there's some great fights, but they're very bloody and they're usually to the death.
Still doesn't sound as bad as a Balrog man.
All right, so do you guys do you guys continue to go there as they take you guys there?
Stop the rickshaw. Stop the rickshaw.
So Vega is telling you guys to stop the rickshaws. So as you guys kind of all stop in the mid road or whatever as you're going, you guys say,
She'll tell it to everyone, so you don't have to be yelling past the rickshaw drivers. And she'll convey whoever knew it can convey. Maybe it wasn't my guy. Maybe I don't know that.
yeah, let's see.
Good question.
It actually happens to be you. Your driver.
Perfect. That makes things easier. So I'll just convey that. So I guess this is to the death. It's inside a tavern. I don't know what you guys think of that. Might be harder to make big money bets in that. We could go just look at it.
Carl,
I also heard
Kevin
it's
Marks
very dangerous.
To the death, and we can have as many warriors as we want, or does it have to be one-on-one combat?
I'll ask my rickshaw guy. Always one-on-one, or is it group sometimes?
He says no. He says there's sometimes groups, sometimes it's 1-on-1, sometimes it's 1-on-2, sometimes it's 1-on-3.
I'll tell you. It sounds like it's usually small numbers, but maybe it could be a group. I'm not sure if they can get all 8 of us in there.
Yeah, he would say that. I mean, you could get all. It would be crowded. It's not. He says it's definitely not like the pit in the free market. It's not as big. Not a lot of movement. It's pretty intense, close combat. Very, like I said, very, very bloody. He says so now to all of you guys. It's very, very bloody in there. But I don't know if I don't know how you'd find a fight with. I mean, it'd have to be almost a very arranged fight, 8 against 8.
Because there wouldn't be any opponents.
Yeah, I mean the opponents. I don't know if there'll be somebody that has 8 warriors that they would throw into a fight. Maybe they do. or maybe they have few things that they all take on all 8 of you. But I just don't know. Most of the fights are one-on-one, but there's definitely been fights that I've heard, and I've actually seen a couple 1-on-2, and I think I heard like one there's one taking on 4 guys one time.
Suddenly it's the Balrog against the 8 of us. He's just sitting there chilling.
Yeah,
Thought you could avoid me.
stomach is fat with gold giants.
Just as you go in
Gold
there,
dragon, sorry.
he's just laying on the ground. I've been waiting for it. Think you're gonna get away from me?
All right, let's go in there and see what we can get. I guess.
All right.
I don't know if this really is going to achieve any goals, but okay.
Well, what do you want to go fight somewhere else now? You want to go back to the
I
pit?
never really want. I didn't want to fight here ever, to be honest, but.
I'm fine fighting
yeah.
here.
Thought I was just trying to get money.
I don't think
Yeah,
there'll be
I
enough
thought we
fighting.
need to get money and gold to get into the palace.
And these are easy fights.
I think it'll be harder to make big bets here.
Let's
I'm just
go.
guessing. I don't know for sure.
Let's go look and find out.
Okay.
Yeah, we can always ask. Never gonna hurt to ask.
Yeah, your driver will say even that because when you guys are talking about the big bets, he says some bets can be struck up. I mean, if the odds are in the right favor. I mean, if you fight something, you say like you take on a fire giant,
Me and Bob.
Well, I'm saying if you take on a fire giant, you could probably get very good odds against fighting a fire giant.
I'm sure we could get good odds, but what would be the largest bet they would take?
Like I said, I don't know that you'd have. I'm just a rickshaw driver. I bet small coins.
Let's go in there and ask.
I'm not a noble.
We could do a
We're
lot
just
of 1v1s.
talking to a guy
We do a
who
lot of
doesn't
1v1s
know
and make
shit.
a little money quickly.
Okay, I had a rickshaw driver drive me to the nobles. Didn't know shit. So let's just go in there and talk to the damn pitmaster. I'm tired of this fucking talking. We need to go.
We don't have all day, people.
All right, so you guys come up to this, rather large building. It's made of wood, which is kind of rare because a lot of this stuff you've seen is a lot of stonework, clay and stuff. But this building's actually made out of wood, probably 2 stories high in a sense. Big double doors, a lot of traffic in and out of this place. As you're coming, as you guys are trying to go in, it's just even bustling trying to get through and through this, and it's dark. The wood makes its dark wood. There's light in here, but it's still dark. It's crowded. There's big bodies. You'll see, a fire giant off in one corner, a frost giant in another corner, off. You see plenty of hill giants in here. And actually, this is the first time you see this. There's even a couple earth elementals, in here, wandering around. As well as plenty of things like humans and hobgoblins. You see them, bugbears, and it's just, and then just regular, people that are making bets or drinking. It's super loud, super, super loud. And as you guys kind of make your way down to the pit, you see this hobgoblin in the arena with the sword and shield and full plate mail. And you see him just strike down the final, and because it's loud, just a final blow on this gnoll who had a flail in his hand, and just takes down the gnoll. The gnoll's been bleeding. The hobgoblin's not even wounded at all. It doesn't look like he's bled at all. And you see him just come smash with his shield on this gnoll that's half dead, and takes his sword and just cuts him through. And takes him down and just this hobgoblin, and the crowd's going nuts here. And then this large Dow jumps down into the arena and just raises a hand. Grognog, victory again! You know, and everybody's going nuts here in the place, and you know, pats him on the back, and you know, and then who will be next? What's the next fight? You know, and we'll see. And he, you know, he steps on out this Dow, you know, bald head, rather. I mean, he's large. You've seen some Dow, but a lot of them have been thinner. I mean, and they're large creatures, but they've been more thin. Like the guards that you've seen, some of the nobles have been thin, and this one is extremely large, like fat, but muscular too. But he's rather you know, he's ate a lot.
Does it seem like more like main event time for people? Like they want to see a main event, like a big time fight right now? Like
it just seems like this
like
was
a normal fight.
this seemed like a big event that just occurred.
I'd be willing to fight that Knoll. Like
The Knoll's
Yeah,
dead.
Noel's dead.
I mean,
Hop
that
out.
was a hop
We can
out.
fight
Hop-
Hop. We're not gonna get paid for anything of that. You want money?
I know.
This little puny thing, really?
Just flame sword.
Be one round of just him dying.
And so what do you guys do?
Let's go.
Let's
go
go
approach
ask the
him.
fight.
You
I got the 2 lizard men kind of half escorting me, so I'll need to
Okay.
look for a
Guys,
table. to
guys
sit.
want to go approach the Dow?
Me and him are definitely gonna go. Like,
I guess I'll go listen to what the Dow has to say.
Okay,
so let's go.
so you go up to the Dow.
Yep.
Hello, my name is Butrid Bitteraxe.
And he goes, Kelvar Marx. Just grabs your hand. I mean, he's just
Yeah, it's huge. Yeah.
He's small of a hand, and his hand is just like as big as like your whole arm.
I'm trying to hold on to
You know,
my
yeah,
strength.
like when he grabs your to shake your hand, he's like in your armpit, you know, shaking your whole arm, you know, with his hand.
And then I'm like, and
Me
then
and my companions would love to fight in your arena. We'd love to be the main event.
Well, the main event, you have to work up for the main event.
Yeah,
I
of
don't
course.
know anything about
You don't know anything about us.
You come in here and you're like, I want to be the main event. No one knows you. I don't know.
No,
Who
yeah.
are you? What did you say your name was again?
Bitteraxe. Butrid.
Bitteraxe.
Butrid Bitteraxe.
Butrid Bitteraxe.
and
Yes,
I'm
you-
Finbar.
Finbar. Okay.
What-
All right.
We would love to fight something. What would you have 7 of us fight?
No,
7.
a one
That
on
would be a crowded fight.
So
I don't know anything about. Why would I have a big fight 7 on 7 and I don't know nothing about you?
Let's have 1-on-1s for now.
Bagel will tell him, punch him in the face, see what happens.
no. I tell you back. How about more on the lines of 5 of us?
Or 2.
What about your
Oh,
your
yeah,
hill
how about-
giants? Your hill giants over there.
The hill giant over there. He'll take on
Maybe.
one of you.
Alright, though.
Throw in what do you say? Elementals were over there.
There's a couple earth elementals wandering around in here too. This is the first time you've actually even seen earth elementals.
Yeah. I don't want to fight one of those. It doesn't sound very appealing.
I'll fight a hill giant. Like,
Hill giant.
okay, cool.
Yeah, and they seem a little bit bigger than the ones that you guys fought, or the ones you guys.
Yeah, of
got.
course. There have to be
They seem to be
yeah.
a little bit bigger, a little bit more characteristic
I'm
than
happy to fight
the
a hill
ones that
giant
you
by
guys.
itself.
You know.
Or 2.
I just don't like a small arena. It doesn't sound fun.
I'm fine with it.
You're fine with it?
Yeah, I
don't
can
know
fight
if the
it.
rest of the group is fine with it.
I can just fight a hill giant alone and just destroy him.
Is everybody okay with him
So
fighting alone?
what if our champion there against a hill giant and we bet 20,000 gold pieces to the victor?
20,000 gold pieces to the victor.
Is that a lot to you or a little?
Well, it is a lot, especially against somebody we don't even know. So 20,000 gold pieces to the victor. I would need to ask around for somebody to put. If you're gonna put up 20,000 and they put up 20,000, I can ask around for a couple of our main fighters and see if they'll take it. A couple of warriors that fight for gold.
Ask
here.
your main fighters if they'd love to take on a dwarf or a human.
I'm
Okay. He says, let me get back to you. I'll talk to a couple of our the guys that fight here regularly and see if they're willing to put it up. So the two of you against one or two of them or something.
Yeah, or like 3-on-3, 4-on-4.
Like I said, I don't know who you guys are. I'm not gonna put you in a 4-on-4
Yeah, that's perfectly
fight.
fine. Yeah, just throw numbers out there.
Yeah, I just
See what they're comfortable with.
okay. But you two.
yeah, I'm fine with that.
Sure.
I was raised in the pits.
Alright, so he'll go wander off so you guys go have a drink, set the bar or whatever.
Ain't too old.
Yeah, so this is good. Alright.
God, they're gonna get destroyed by us. We're gonna get destroyed.
I don't know, man. It depends what he says comes back. He said main fighters, and there might be a fighter just hiding around in the corner.
What about
You don't know what's in here, Alex.
I
The bad city of Baylor just came out of nowhere just to say.
So he'll come back to you and says, I have a fire giant by the name of Zingra.
All right.
And he said he would take you both on, and he bet 20,000 against your 20,000.
Zingra. All right. How big is that? Did I see this Zingra in the room?
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask Marie if she's
Oh,
okay with this.
Okay.
Yeah, oh, yes, Mari.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll cover time against.
I'll whisper in your
Yeah,
ear
you
if
wanna
this
do
is
it?
acceptable. to
Fine
you.
with it. It's a fire giant.
I mean, I'll tell you that the arena's more dangerous, and there's not enough gold here, so this is a waste of time. But sure.
we can already get a fifth of what we were gonna get anyway.
Yeah. There's like 3 other fire giants in this place too, just so you
Yeah,
guys
well,
know.
we can fight.
This is not you.
Yeah, we need to get gold. We need this.
No, you need to understand.
It is a fight to the death.
It is not a fight to the death, or we are leaving. So you make that clear.
Does this fire giant want to fight to the death?
Well, normally that's what he does, but I mean, I could talk to him and see if that's the rule of submission when either any of you guys submitted.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, he says I'll go see if he'll agree to those terms. So, yeah, so he'll come back, and he'll say, yeah, he agrees that if either opponent says they submit, then they submit, and it's not to the death.
You guys okay with this?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
As a
Finbar, you should take the hits and let our champion there do his damage for the fight.
Get in his face.
You cover half the bets, I'll cover the other half.
Certainly.
Alright.
Get side wagers too and stuff, right?
Oh yeah, he says, yeah, absolutely. You can make side wagers here. I'm sure people will bet,
And against our favor, so we're gonna probably get more gold out of this.
So
Everybody good with it?
do we have a fight then?
Yep.
I'll tell you to Claymore, see if you can make any side bets then.
Yeah.
Do it. By the time you guys are hurt,
Yeah, he says
All
once
my
I
guys
announce
got
it, if this fight's official, once I announce it, then that's gonna happen.
Yep, it's gonna
And
happen.
Then the bets you can
Thank
start.
you. We'll show you what we can do.
bets.
We'll show
Yeah,
you that we
that's
should have been the main event.
Well, this gonna maybe lead up to me.
Yeah.
So we'll see how you
Yeah,
do
we got
against
to
him,
heal
and
Bubba.
then we'll go from there. How about that?
Let's get after
And
it.
it's Conan at 2,362 pounds.
I'll make a bet with somebody for try 2,500.
Okay.
I can
Telly,
Go ahead.
Telly to Claymore. Find out the rules, Claymore.
So I'll
Find out all
approach.
the rules up front. Don't get into it, get investigated.
What kind of rules apply?
The rules? It's combat. Weapon on weapon.
Magic?
No magic. You want magic, go somewhere else, he says. This is weapon versus weapon.
Yes, this is ours.
This is warrior versus warrior. We don't have anything like that.
Sounds good.
These are warriors that fight here. Once in occasionally we have monsters. We have actually this fire salamander locked up in the back room. Somebody wants to take that thing on. That thing has some magic, of course, but then we can't do nothing about that thing. So that thing's always on fire. So
And
when we have that, and that's a death, because that thing kills. We can't stop that. That's a death fight there. If it kills you, it kills you. And then we have to corral it. Well, I corral it.
What are the odds?
what kind of
Once I announce the fight, then it'll start. We'll have to figure that. We'll figure that out.
so no magic.
No magic at all.
If one of our friends has gone down and is not, that is considered submission. Yes,
Yeah,
He's
that would
not
be
to-
submission.
he's not to kill him. Yes.
No, it's submission. He said if he submits, then he submits. If he goes down by accident, he goes down. He's not going to barrel him in. And that would be the same with your side. If you cut him down and take him down, then back up so we can heal him.
Use that hand.
We'll have a healer on standby to heal anybody that goes down.
Okay.
So
And what of these others that you have? You have.
there's tons of warriors here that fight. What do you mean?
What of these other fire giants? They are of similar stature as this.
Most of them.
Most of them have fought as well as this one.
All of them fought.
Who is your best? Who is it that would make the main event happen?
That's Karlov back there.
Karlov.
Yeah. And back in the corner, you see this just massive fire giant.
I know
just
who.
sitting back with this big old two-handed sword, right on the table. That's that's a main event there. And then he points in the opposite direction. Those two don't get along. There's a frost giant in the other corner. That's a main event there too. Even to be honest, I'll let you know that. I don't know, you guys saw that hobgoblin that just some crazy veteran general at somewhere, and he just fights now here, and he's a main event too.
What?
He rarely even gets hit. Great tactic. I mean, he's just moves and great fighter. But he takes a lot. He doesn't really do that many. He can do a main event, but he'll take anybody on. He'll take anybody. He doesn't care. A lot of foolish drunks come in here, and but Noel shouldn't even have been in that arena with him.
I have to be in the arena with that thing.
But yeah. Oh, and then that hill giant over there. Farah. He is also won a main event. I mean, it's a hill giant. He's not too smart, but man, I've seen him actually crush a man's skull, and he's rather large, just like this Dow. In a sense, same thing as hill giant. It's just you've never seen a hill giant this big. And you guys have seen quite a few hill giants in your time. And this one, you've never seen this one just so big. He's obese, however, he's very muscular in that obesity
Frontline
too.
football player.
So yeah,
Yeah.
you know, yeah, just a big
Exactly.
boy, you know, just a big old
Linebacker.
country boy, you know, yeah, just and so yeah, he's a main event too. So those are the guys that you
Yeah.
know.
Let's announce this fight.
All right. And I say this is where we'll stop for the evening and have start up with this fight.
Fumo is going to be asking about that, so
Yeah,
you know.
well not Fumo.
Or sorry, not Fumo.
Rafik, I know you're playing Fumo
Oh, like what?
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
But yeah, I think this is a good place to stop because this will be a fun
Oh, we're gonna win.
fight.
This will be a pounded out
And then,
slugfest.
and then maybe you guys might do another one.
Yeah,
We'll
we'll
see.
probably win.
See how you guys heal up. It'll be Rocky fights here or whatever.
Exactly.
So, all right. So I'm going to go ahead and sign on out here for the night. Thanks for watching the World of Harthron and Grey Guardian session 31. How to get to into the palace? Well, that didn't happen.
The slow road.
The slow road, I guess. The slow road. And instead, they're in another arena, ready to put their warriors against a nasty fire giant. We'll see how it goes.
Remember,
There-
it's cool to be a geek. Pass it on.
That is correct. Remember, it is cool to be a geek. Pass it on. Good night. Happy gaming. We will be back. Actually, I want to mention this. We will be back Wednesday night at 6:30 with a brand new campaign. We're actually going to do Tales from the Yawning Portal. Hopefully start to finish, unless we have a total party kill somewhere along the way. And that will start on Wednesday nights, and we will be online for that. And start with the Sunless Citadel. So tune in Wednesday nights, 6:30 Central Time. Good night. Happy gaming.
Bye.